Ladies and gentlemen, as the first light of dawn breaks beyond the sleepy bamboo groves, the forest's honey hunters embark on a new, exhilarating day. Honey hunters at dawn. Exploring the craft of wild honey is not merely the tale of a daring quest to reach cliffside hives, but also a vivid portrait of how time-honored tradition and unwavering courage come together. Today, allow me to guide you through every detail of the honey hunting process so you can understand why each drop of wild honey holds within it both sweat and boundless passion. Having reached the hive's edge, the honey hunter gently presses the net against the outer wax, then deftly swings it to pry off each brittle section. Though this technique appears simple, it demands absolute precision. A stroke too forceful shatters the comb into fragments, mixing golden honey with wax bits and complicating filtration. A touch too light prevents the net from fastening snugly around the wax, risking the fall of brood and even the queen, which would harm the colony. Each sweep of the net speaks of patient creativity, every finger and joint of the hunter's hand serving as an exquisitely tuned instrument. The freshly detached comb is then placed into plastic trays or small wooden boxes, the hunter taking care not to sweep away any brood or the queen. This procedure transcends mere technicality, embodying profound respect for the lives of wild bees. As the honey and wax release from the rocky face, the team watches in silence as the bees gradually calm, gently coaxing those that hover nearby. An unspoken gesture of gratitude for the sweet gift they have so generously provided. After completing the hunt for wild hives high in the forest canopy, the honey hunter brings the natural comb sections back to a makeshift shelter near the harvest site for processing. There, each piece of wild comb is carefully broken into smaller fragments before being placed into a centrifuge drum or a manual pressing frame. As the centrifuge spins steadily, the wild honey gradually separates from the wax and flows out, its golden shimmer reminiscent of the morning sun's first light. Alongside mechanical methods, many teams remain committed to the traditional manual press, using bamboo frames and sturdy wooden blocks to compress the wax slowly, allowing each drop of wild honey to trickle out before being gathered into plump, round buckets. The entire process relies on wild hives from towering trees, not on domesticated bee colonies. Distinguished guests and friends, not only do the bee hunters collect honey, but they also restore old hives and tend to the colonies. After harvesting, the empty comb cells are filled with either artificial wax or natural materials like recycled beeswax. A diluted syrup made from pure honey and pristine spring water is gently misted onto the comb to provide the larvae with temporary nourishment. This care not only ensures the bees have a place to live, but also enables them to rebuild their hive, securing a sustainable resource for the seasons to come. Beyond its economic value, wild honey holds profound cultural significance. Since ancient times, each bee hunting season has been marked by the community's cow moo ceremony, a ritual offering thanks to heaven and earth and praying for peace and abundant harvests. Honey is revered as a precious medicine for treating coughs, strengthening the lungs and boosting immunity, and it serves as an essential gift during major life events such as weddings and Lunar New Year celebrations. Thus, every golden drop carries the traditions and beliefs of the Highland people. Distinguished guests, through the dawn-lit journey of bee hunting and honey gathering, we see that this craft demands not only expert skill, but also a deep love for nature and a sense of stewardship. Every step up the cliff, every swing of the net, every press of honey, and every hive restoration testifies to the harmony between humans and the environment. It is my hope that today's presentation will inspire us to treasure the fragments of forest comb and honor the courageous honey hunters so that together we may preserve this time-honored tradition and protect this precious livelihood. Thank you sincerely for listening.